Yeah. I did. And we weren't, like, we made all our own food. We had to hike 4 miles with all of our stuff on our, like, in backpacks to get there. We didn't have air conditioning, we didn't have electricity or running water or bathrooms or soap. All we used was Germex. I felt it was so gross. We, like, cleaned the dishes and then had to go dump, like, the dirty water into, like, this pit that was dug on top of a hill so that it wouldn't get in the water we were using to shower, which was ice cold from a waterfall. Like, I'm not kidding. And somehow they convinced me to go. I hate being outside. Like, I cannot stand it. And I lived out there. And Alyssa, like Alyssa said, I almost got eaten by a bear. And so we had this time, like, for 24 hours to just be alone with God. And I was really uncomfortable being there, not just because of the outside, but because a lot of, like, extenuating circumstances had to happen to get me there. And I was just kind of upset about what was going on in my life back home. And we were there with 2 other counties. So there was Polk County, and then there were these girls from Rutherford County, and there were these boys from Nashville, Tennessee. And and I was in my hammock on my solo, and I really don't like to be alone outside, or alone, or in the dark, or outside, or really anywhere. And I was sitting there, and that was when all the bear stuff happened, and we had to come back to camp. And I think that's when I realized, like, how much I, like, truly appreciated the people I was there with. And I made some of the best friends, and I came back and I can appreciate the friends that I have now that are here. And just there was this whole meaning of the word beloved that I didn't understand that I was. And so I wrote this song for my friends that I met at Plunge because I felt like somebody once said that Young Life camps are thin places, like it's the closest you'll ever be to heaven on earth. And I feel like Windy Gap I thought it was the thinnest place I've ever been, but then I hiked 4 miles up the mountain on top of it, and I felt like I was touching heaven. And I never thought I would say that because I did the dishes for fun. Like, I'm not kidding, I did the dishes for fun. And we loved it, and I fell down a staircase, and I slid into a lake, and I slept on a porch. And it was the best week ever because it was so simple. And, like, simplicity is bliss, and joy is found not in extravagance, but in the extravagance that is the simplicity of having absolutely nothing was having absolutely everything. Like, we didn't even have a radio. I had to play the guitar and listen to somebody sing Katy Perry if I wanted to hear music. And I just think that you guys all have not been to Pioneer Plunge, except for Abby, who's my Young Life leader, and I love her so much. And, but I'm sure that there's somewhere in your life that you've been and you felt so close to heaven, and you just miss it, like, with all your heart. And you know that even if you go back, it's never going to be the same, but at the same time, you're so excited that you went, but you also never wanted to leave, but you also never wanted to go because then you wouldn't have to experience the loss of not being there. And I think that we can all kind of relate to that. And so it's kind of rough, but I wrote it for my sweet friends.
How close to heaven do you think we got? Think we snuck past the gates, through the doors, without getting caught? Do you think the air we breathe was straight from Jesus? Sign all the people were. How close to heaven do you think we got? 'Cause I think we were there. I've never known such joy in simplicity. I can only think of one place, and that might be do you think this was a moment straight from Jesus? 'Cause I think he was there. I wish we could have stayed for more than 7 days. I could live there forever. Do you know a way? How close do you think we got to heaven? Do you think the gatekeepers just let us? 'Cause I think we were there. Don't you? Don't you? Close to heaven, do you think we got? 'Cause I think we were there.